Hey everybody, it's Nate here with Goalie. If you don't already know us, our mission is to build tech tools for families with neurodiverse children. A lot of our families depend on Medicaid waivers to get the help and services that they need. This video is part of a series where we research these programs state by state and explain them to you jargon-free. Our goal is to help families like yours navigate this difficult process and get the help and coverage that you need. Hey everybody, it's Nate here with Goalie. Welcome to our state-by-state Medicaid waiver guide. Without further ado, let's get started. Oh yeah, I guess I do have something on my shoulder. Oh, no, it's just my New York Knicks jersey. Oh, and my other shoulder, yeah. That's just my New York Mets sweatshirt. If you haven't already guessed it, we are going to be talking about my home state today, the state of New York. So, now for real, without further ado, let's hop into it. All right, well, first of all, where am I right now? I'm currently on Goalie's forum. To get here, you're going to type in forum.goalie.co, and it'll take you to this webpage right here. On this forum, we talk about a bunch of different things, some general life and kids advice, some advice around Goalie, and what we'll be talking about today, our government waivers section, and specifically our guide for the state of New York. So we're going to be talking about two waivers today. The first waiver is it's sometimes called the Comprehensive Waiver or the People's First Waiver, but here we're going to refer to it as the OPWDD waiver. All right, who can apply for this waiver? So based on circumstance and diagnosis, any kid or adult who has an intellectual or developmental disability, which includes the diagnosis of autism, can apply for this waiver. There is no age restrictions on the waiver, and eligible applicants must require an intermediate level of care. Quickly, let's talk about what an intermediate level of care is. This essentially just means that you do not need a doctor or a nurse to be at your side 24/7. An intermediate level of care covers applicants that require some supervision, some support to get through their everyday routines, but not full-on medical equipment, hospital bed at your side, no nursing facility. And that's generally the people that Goalie serves and helps. So, what are the income requirements? Eligibility is entirely based on child's income, not parental income. So unless your child is making a significant amount of money, you should be able to apply for this waiver based on income. What do I get if I do apply and I do get approved? What are the services? That's the next question. So this waiver covers and provides a variety of services, including assistive technology. So there's a whole list here on our forum that you can read right now or go to our forum and check out individually. But I just want to quickly highlight assistive technology because that's what Goalie is. What this means is that you can use this waiver to potentially get your Goalie funded and get it paid for, which is fantastic news. All right, how do I apply? I'm ready to do this. Walk me through it. The first step is to call the OPWDD line at the number posted right here, and you'll be connected to your regional office. From there, they'll provide you with some more information about the enrollment process and about eligibility requirements. Additionally, this link posted right here is the information and will take you directly to the enrollment application that you can fill out. And those are the two main steps that you should be doing. But call that number, talk to your regional office, they'll be able to walk you through this in a lot more detail. All right, the second waiver that we're talking about today is the 915 Children's Waiver. Who can apply? First question. So based on circumstance and diagnosis, there is a little bit of different criteria. So this waiver is specifically made for children. So any child with an intellectual or developmental disability, which includes a diagnosis of autism, and includes also additionally children with physical or mental disabilities, including criteria like a traumatic brain injury, technology-dependent HIV/AIDS, or other mental health concerns. Based on income, the criteria is exactly the same. Eligibility is entirely based on children's income, not parental, so you should be eligible. What do I get if I do apply? So the services are quite similar between these two waivers. There is no direct mention of assistive technology that we could find with the second waiver, but there is potential to potentially get your Goalie paid for in other ways with other names, such as maybe an expressive therapy or et cetera, et cetera. So how do I apply for this waiver? Again, the process is different between these two waivers. So for this second waiver, you're going to call the Children and Youth Evaluation Service, also known as CS, at this number right here, and they'll walk you through the first few steps of this process. Additionally, you can visit the CUS website to answer some questions and see some commonly asked questions, and that is linked right about here. All right, now the question is, what does the Goalie team think about New York's Medicaid waiver programs? Now, I am going to put my bias at the door. I made it very clear. I love the state of New York. I've grown up there since I was born, but we are not here today as Nate. We are here today as Goalie to help you navigate this process. So let's get into it. Overall, New York has a pretty good waiver program once you're able to get connected to the right place. And that's a real step. Their website feels like a labyrinth. If you've ever been on there yourself, you probably know what I'm talking about, but it's incredibly difficult to find the information that you're looking for, especially because it's all in different places. We highly recommend that you find and rely on those info lines that we talked about earlier to get connected to somebody who can walk you through the process and really help you out. Trying to figure it out yourself with only their website is frustrating and time consuming, as we can preach for with a first-hand basis. We've done this. We know how frustrating and time consuming it really is. Next question that we want to cover is, which waiver should I apply for? So again, it's really hard to make a blanket suggestion because everybody's circumstances are very different. However, generally speaking, we recommend that you apply for the OPWDD comprehensive waiver. First of all, it lists assistive technology, so if you're trying to get Goalie potentially funded, there's an easier path for that. But also, additionally, the OPWDD waiver is better suited for children with autism, as it allows some of that coverage to continue on once a child graduates and is over the age of 18 or 21, as they can continue to get service and coverage into their adult life, which is very helpful. Now, we're going to go on to our Goalie waiver scorecard, where we're going to rank New York's Medicaid waiver programs on 3 different criteria. The first one is website clarity and ease of navigation. Unshockingly, we gave that a 1 out of 5. As we talked about earlier, their website is a labyrinth and it is impossible to find information if you're looking by yourself. Again, we highly recommend talking to somebody using those helplines that we referenced earlier because their website is not getting it done. All right, the next criteria is the access and requirements of qualification. We gave this a 4 out of 5 because most people can fit these requirements because we're talking about 2 different waivers that include a wide list of requirements and potential conditions. You should be able to qualify based on your condition, and income is waived. So it should be relatively easy to qualify for these waivers. And when I say easy, I mean easy for Medicaid, which translates to still a very difficult, tiring, time-consuming, hard process. The last little thing that we're grading them on is their actual healthcare coverage. We gave that a 4 out of 5. There are a lot of services listed, and one of the 2 waivers directly talks about assistive technology, which is good. However, there, of course, is always room to improve with these waivers. We hope you found this video extremely helpful, but by no means let this be your only guide. There are a lot of links that we attach down here, such as the Disability Rights New York. Continue to check them out. Go to our forum, click on these links. They're incredibly helpful. There's a brochure explaining right here that kind of walks through the process and every relevant contact number for this waiver that we recommend, the OPWDD. Additionally, these are their information lines posted down here. Call these numbers, check out these websites. They should be helpful, and it's a lot easier than going through that labyrinth of a website. Thank you very much. We hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. If you've gone through this process yourself and can add any color to our research, please share your experience in our forum. Your help would be greatly appreciated by families who are new to this. If you're just getting started yourself, don't worry. We're here to help. If you have any questions, ask them in our forum and we'll do our best we can to support you. And lastly, if you found this video helpful, let us know. Drop a like or leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you.